Hey, welcome back to Star Technology, where in the last video, we started upgrading our EV tech and made it to the EV energy hatch in the end. And I said at the end of the last video that I was going to go through and upgrade all of my machines, and yep, I have since done that. Even some of the ones that you wouldn't really expect. And I can't quite tell if it's useful yet or not, because I am running, for example, these blast furnaces at double speed, but I can only have about 2 of them running at any given time because power problems are a thing. And I don't know if I'm pushing the limits of P2P or not. I don't even know what the limits of P2P even are. It very well could be a limitation with the flux cell, I don't know. But the P2P was always supposed to be an intermediary solution, because I've been planning on getting flux networks for quite a while now, and I think it's about time that I do. And the main thing that I'm going to need for it is the large chemical reactor. And if we're already doing multi-block versions of existing machines, I may as well deal with the multi-block upgrade kit in all of those machines. The other thing that I mentioned I'd do at the end of last video. And looking through some of this, I don't think it'd be too hard, at least for any individual machine. I just need to get a bunch of random materials. And I've marked down all the multi-blocks that I think would be useful. Annoyingly, there's no fluid solidifier. There's a large solidification array. But that's Ivy. So I'll just run with the extruder. That seems to be the best one out of these simple multi-blocks. And I think I should have enough time in this video to do all of that. To get a bunch of multi-block upgrade kits, make all of these multi-block machines, and get a large chemical reactor and a flux network going. Yeah, guess I'd better get started then. And I think I'll start with some of these simple multi-blocks, because that'll make the rest of this quicker. So for that, I'm going to need a bunch of these multi-block upgrade kits. I need 8 of them. And nothing here seems too terribly hard. 8 EV circuits, that's nothing. 8 aluminum glass, similar. 16 double signalum plates, so that's like 32 signalum ingots. That's also pretty easy. And then the cobalt foil. Assuming I can get that much cobalt, it should be easy. How much spare do I have? Not much. I'll just get a bunch of that going in the background, and I'll check back on that later. So, I need 8 aluminum glass. So then I'm going to have to leave the fluid solidifier on that for a minute. And I already have 30 signalum ingots. It wouldn't be hard to get 2 more. Yeah, signalum dust is really easy. Silver, copper, redstone. I'll set that going too. Well, it's not going to take long. Just stick it in the blast furnace and it'll be done in 4 seconds. And the bender's not in use right now, so I'll briefly hijack it to make the double plates. And then I just need 8 EV circuits, but that needs fluid solidifier again, so I'll give it until the aluminum glass is done. I really should get a better fluid solidifier. So now I can craft up those 8 circuits, and I could have enough cobalt by now. I need 96 cobalt foil, so just 48 ingots. Yeah, I've got enough. So the bender's also not in use right now. But wait, I get 4 foil at a time? Oh, I think yeah, I was looking at the wrong recipe. I only need half as much. Well, more cobalt for me. Alright, so I've got all the foil, all the signalum, and all the aluminum glass. I'm just going to be waiting for quite a while on all of those circuits. So, I'm going to start working on some of these most pressing multi-blocks, starting with the bender. I'm not sure how many inputs I'll have. How many kinds of things do I make in the bender? 2 different things. So then I guess 2 patches, so I can do them in parallel. But I guess I've built it up so that I only need 1. And if I have an odd number of casings, then it would be or an odd number of input buses, then it's an even number of casings. And that does make it easier to make. So yeah, I'll just do 1 input for now. So then how many casings do I need? 22. So then that's a lot of stuff. So I need 90 Bemibrite ingots? I think so. And I get 10 at a time. And this doesn't look to be too bad. So a stack of aluminium, 18 magnesium, and 9 manganese. I have a lot more manganese than I thought. That should be everything I need. I'll just mix it all together. Never mind, I'm doing the wrong recipe. Needs to be on circuit 1. This is circuit 1. But circuit 1 also makes magnesium. So how do I make the Bemibrite? Is it a different configuration then? What happens if I put it on 2? Okay, it just needed a different configuration. Gee, I was wrong. Oh wait, that's also making the wrong thing. That's making hydronalium? Okay. I'm hoping, yeah, I can just electrolyze it back into its component parts. Because I want that back, please. I'll just go through all the circuits until something happens. The only ones it works on is 1 and 2, and they both make something else. Maybe Bermabrite just isn't a thing I can get yet. I don't know any alternative method, though. I'll just hang on to that and see if there's a way I can fix it. Maybe you guys in the comments know what I'm missing. But for now, I do have all the stuff I need to get the upgrade kits. So I'll set those going. They are going to take a while, though. So what do I need for the centrifuge? Tumbaga. So how do I get Tumbaga dust? A lot of copper, gold, and silver. I'm going to make 27 at a time. I'm guessing the maths is going to be the same, so I need at least 90. So I'm going to need a lot of stuff here. 80 copper, 24 gold, 4 silver. And hopefully that should be enough. And it said on 3. So let's try that. Looks promising. Yep, Tumbaga. And this might take a little while in the blast furnace. We'll see. I'll just stick it in and hope for the best. Next machine, Duralumin. What do I need for this? Manganese, magnesium, copper, and aluminium. And again, I need 90. So that's 40 aluminium, 30 copper, 10 magnesium, and 10 manganese. And this one does actually say configuration 1. So let's see. Oh. Nope. That just makes magnesium as well. I'm just going to assume that if Duralumin takes program circuit 1, much like with Bermabrite, it's just not going to work right now. There's got to be something else that I'm missing. I could try adding the ingredients in a very specific order. Oh? Okay, that's working. Is there a way I could do it with Bermabrite then? Because the trick to this was adding the manganese before the magnesium. I might yet have hope for this. Also, the kits have been finished for a while. I've just been working on the other stuff. See, the blast furnaces aren't fully operational. Oh, this time I'm just straight up out of energy. I should probably get that EV upgrade kit. Hang on, before I get too distracted, let me see. If I do it at the right order, that looks promising. Yes, it does make Bermabrite. Okay, so that'll be going too. I'm going to make this EV upgrade kit real quick. I can get most things here. The Enderium glass here could be an issue, but I can do a similar solution to before. No I can't. Right, I'll just make an HV fluid solidifier. I'll put it right next to the extractor, and then for the time being, I'm going to set it to output all of its stuff into here. So then I will extract the Enderium. That goes in there. Then with some tempered glass, I get the Enderium glass. There we go. And now I just need resonant ender, and that'll be similar. And I've got to pump that into the assembler. This system is very dumb. And I probably shouldn't have put this into my basic extractor. I probably should have put it into my HV one. Oh well. This still works. Just gotta wait another 30 seconds for that last little bit of resonant ender to go through. And that'll make me the HV upgrade kit. Or the EV. Then I can upgrade power so that I can actually run this. Although it has been getting through this surprisingly quickly. There we go, EV upgrade kit. And I'll put the EV kit in there. Oof. And I'll put the HV kit in there. Oh boy, I can have much more export. And that hasn't really solved the problem. But it's done enough. Right, what's next? I've got the stuff for the bender, the centrifuge, and the electrolyzer. Lathe is next. I need beryllium. Or beryllium bronze, rather. And that's just beryllium and copper. Very easy. Just need to get myself a bunch of beryllium. I think it was 90 copper, 9 beryllium? Yes. And on circuit 1, so I think that works? Yeah. Okay, that's the beryllium bronze. Next, for the macerator, blue steel. Ooh, this one's going to be a doozy. I need rose gold, brass, black steel, and steel. Something tells me I have recipes for most of this already. I have recipes for black steel. I don't have a recipe for brass dust, but if I have a recipe for brass ingots, I can just macerate them. And I have spare rose gold, probably not enough. And I already have 4 blue steel, so how much more do I need? 88. That's what I can get away with. So, a lot of stuff. I'm going to need 40 more black steel, 22 regular steel dust, 11 brass dust, and then I need 7 more rose gold. So just 2 copper, 8 gold. Hang on a minute. Why isn't the black bronze being made? 3 copper, 2 electrum, circuit 1. Weird. Well, I need circuit 3 to get the rose gold. Is this mixer just not working? I'll just do it in the HV mixer for now. That one also doesn't work. They have power. I'll just relog. See if that fixes anything. Yep. Okay, now I've got everything that I need for blue steel. And it all goes in here. Looks like it works. Yep. Blue steel. Okay, so that's the macerator. What I need for the mixer. Kovar. Kovar is kind of expensive. I need 18 cobalt, 33 nickel, and 54 iron. So then that should be all I need for the Kovar. It's on circuit 3. Yep, that all seems to be working. Alright, and then the wire mill. I need sterling silver. Sterling silver is very easy. 18 copper, 72 silver. And that's circuit 1 on the mixer. That should work nicely. And last, the extruder. I need beryllium aluminium. So that's just beryllium and aluminium. So we need 84 beryllium and 12 aluminium. That beryllium is going to take a while. I guess in the meantime, I've got a lot of hot ingots to get through, and even more on the way. And the vacuum freezes very fast now, because I overclocked it to IV. Less than a second per ingot. Right, well I have all the beryllium now, so that goes in the mixer on 1, and that shouldn't take too long. Right, so that's all of the main materials that I need for these large machines. So while I wait for the ingots to process, I'm going to need a maintenance hatch, an energy hatch, and an input hatch for all of them. So I think I'll need 10 total when I include the chemical reactor. So that's 9 more than what I've got. So I just need MPIC chips. They shouldn't take too long. Alright, there we go. Now I can make those 9 more energy hatches. Those are going to take a little while. I've already got 5 input buses, but I'm going to need more. How much does the chemical reactor need? Just the 1? So I need 5 more. And I might just buy it. I'm not sure what else I'm using my coins for. And then I'm gonna need 5 more maintenance hatches. That's reasonably easy. And that should be it. So I think now I need to process a lot of these ingots that I've got. Hang on. I've still got a few more ingots to smelt. What's wrong with the power? I don't have enough fuel. Distillation tower is not even running. What's wrong? Oh. This broke. There we go, that should have fixed it. Although I'm still producing fuel a bit slower than I would have liked. I guess this still does need upgrading of sorts. That's not a problem for this video. What matters is that this is back up and running. We can keep going. Well, I'm still waiting on a few of these ingots, but the ones that I've got, I can process. So I need to turn all of them into casings. So I think that means 66 each get turned into plates, and 24 get turned into rods. So let's just start the long process of converting all of these. Okay, I've finished all the lathing. Just need to wait a little longer for all the bending. And I guess while I wait, I can make all of the frames. I hope my wrench has enough left in it. Oh, just barely. But I can make... wrench broke. But I can make all of the casings I need, or at least all of the ones that I can right now. There we go. I'm just missing the beryllium bronze and the beryllium aluminium. And I have the beryllium aluminium now, so I can start bending and lathing that. It's very quick, and that casing is very easy. And the beryllium bronze is going to take a little while. So the only thing left that I'm not waiting on is the large chemical reactor. And I probably should have checked some of this first, but I can make the control block somewhat easily. I am just going to need this polytetrafluoroethylene. I hope it's not too bad. Chloroform and hydrofluoric acid? I don't know if I have a way to get fluorine easily yet. Topaz. But I think in general this might be a bit out of my range. Let me just check the PTFE machine casing. Yeah, I still need polytetrafluoroethylene. Yeah, I don't think I have time to do this in this video. I guess the large chemical reactor is going to have to wait for a little bit longer. I'll just finish off these multi-blocks still, and I think that'll be it for this video. Okay, there we go. That's all of the beryllium bronze casings. And before I finish, there's one thing that I have forgotten about, and that is power. I'm going to need a new power area. There we go, there's another energy converter, and I just need a few more wires to be able to actually connect the things. And now I think it's time that I actually make all of the control blocks. So I'm going to need macerator, wire mill, lathe, bender, centrifuge, electrolyzer, mixer, and an extruder. And I don't know if I just deleted that mold, but I don't have it anymore, so... Right, now comes the problem of where do I put this? I don't really want to keep expanding out this way for a little bit. I want to keep this line for, like, significant machines. So I guess out this way to try and balance things out a bit. There we go, platform complete. So now, to set up all of these machines. And I'm not entirely sure how this is going to fit, or if it even will. But these are pretty simple multi-blocks, and it shouldn't be too hard to move them if something goes wrong. Already, I think I might have run out of room here, but I'm going to keep going. Okay, I think that's all of these machines in place. This is a lot of stuff. And I think I can get this to work in the current configuration. Although, if these machines are pushed all the way up to the back, I might want to push these to the side. Because having these connected like that, it just kind of looks weird. Yeah, I'm going to move them. Just to see that this doesn't look out of place. Yeah, that looks much nicer on the corner. Now to do it on this side too. Yeah, there we go, much nicer. And I think also, for symmetry, I'm going to swap the hatches around on this side. Doesn't look terribly different now, but when I start getting some of the connections in, it will. Alright, and the last thing is to get power. And I didn't get myself enough wire. So I'll connect the wire mill up first, so I can make a few more. I know this connection is messy, I'll move it. There, power's in the wire mill. Just need to fix the maintenance hatch. May as well fix all of these. Then I can put the enderium in. And it's not working. Ah. 1. Oh, that is so much faster. Oh. This is going to be such an upgrade. It's like the multi-smelter all over again. So now that I have enough wire, I can go through and connect all of these machines. I'll put the energy converter right there. Okay, so now all of these machines should be getting power, and then now I just need to move their recipes across. There we go, that's all of the recipes connected in. Now we need to start getting the items out. I think it's just going to be easiest if I get a bunch of import buses for now. I know it's bad practice, but I have the channels to support that. Ah, right, these things aren't going to craft sometimes. Because I need more than just item inputs. I'm going to need some hatches too, for input and output. So I'm going to need more ingredient buffers. I have 2 ingredient buffers. Hopefully that's enough for me to get some progress. Okay, I'm having to kind of change this design on the fly. I think I'm going to need a couple more ingredient buffers. Maybe I don't. Maybe I just import directly from all of these. I don't have enough cables. Okay, I think that's everything set up properly now. All the things that can also have liquids, that's now fixed for their inputs and outputs. And I've now connected everything up, so it should all just work. I've kind of tested a lot of these along the way, because I've had to keep making more input buses and cables. So I'm reasonably confident that this all works. And from the small amount that I have seen, it is so much faster. I think my main bottleneck right now is that I don't have any upgrades in these pipes. But that's something to worry about some other time. I think this is a good point to stop. I was expecting to be done an hour ago. Probably didn't seem like that much to you, but I've been recording for another hour and a half than I thought I would be. But I have all the multi-block machines now. Well, not all of them, but all of the good ones. And I can probably expand this quite a lot. Like if there's any niche things on the bender, I can just add another port for that. Or on the extruder, or the various different molds, whatever. But this is going to be a huge upgrade. Because not only does it work on EV now for all of these machines, it works so much faster. So this is even better of an upgrade than I thought it would be. but I think I'm done. To think I could get the chemical reactor and flux networks done in this video as well. Yeah, I was a bit optimistic. But that's going to be coming next, because I really need both the large chemical reactor and the flux network. Although the large chemical reactor, that feels like a significant enough machine to go in this line. So I don't feel so bad about filling this, because yeah, this is pretty much full. I could fit some stuff in the middle, but it'd just feel a bit cramped. I'm fine with this. And now this area looks a bit emptier. Anyway, I'm just filling time that I don't have now, so I'm gonna call this here. I am very satisfied with this progress, and I am done. Bye.